of Birdman's former artists from UNLV saying that Birdman paid for, to get somebody, one of his other artists. Y'all know how we do it. We get right into it. Let's go.
So I'm gonna give y'all the real story. So as far as the rumor y'all heard, it is true. In my opinion, CMR, Cash Money Records, is responsible for Yellow Boy's death. And a close affiliate of theirs, who goes by the name of Hot Diesel, is the one who carried out the hit. In case you didn't hear me, Cash Money Records orchestrated the hit on Yellow Boy, and Hot Diesel carried the hit out. So some of y'all might say, well, we already heard that, but let me give y'all some receipts. Eventually, we will come to odds with Cash Money because we started seeing money going into their pockets, into their bank account, and seeing stuff that they was buying, and it wasn't adding up to the checks that they was writing to us. They was giving us money, but it wasn't what we deserved. They was giving us kind of on the cool. We was getting what we asked for, but we didn't know better. We wasn't getting what we earned. And later on, down the line, we will find that out in a court battle. So
that sounds like classic Birdman. Par for the course.
And when I say receipts, I mean receipts, because my city can back what I'm saying. So as all this going along, we started asking questions about our royalty checks, and tensions begin to rise. So me being the cool head and the one that likes to calculate before I react, I used to always tell y'all, just chill, man. We gonna figure it out and do it how we have to do it and get our bread. But Yellow, who was a little hot-headed, well, he was real hot-headed, he wasn't having that. So Yellow used to challenge Baby, aka Birdman, all the time, and test his gangster, and Birdman would test his gangster, and them two would clash a lot. Things that got real heated with Birdman and Yellow, and they had a verbal altercation, and Yellow took it upon himself and rode around Birdman's house in New Orleans East and shot up a bunch of cars, 3-4 cars. My receipts are that OG Giggity was initially summoned to do it, but to give him a little credit, he didn't want to touch it. But to take that credit right back away from him, he passed that shit on to Hot Beezel. And I'm going to tell you how I know for sure Hot Beezel pulled it off. So on this night, Yellow used to hang with this little dude, Manfield. Rest in peace, Manfield. Manfield dead, right?
All of this is allegedly is his account of what happened. You gotta admit, New Orleans used to be that. I don't know what it's like now, but New Orleans used to be that. Before Chicago, yeah. So a lot of this he talking about, this just was daily shit down there. And the streets usually know.
By me knowing he hang with Manfield, that was the first person that I started looking for to find out what's going on, because I knew for a fact he was with Manfield. So word on the street, Tech looking for Manfield, Tech looking for Manfield. And Manfield was dodging me. So, instead of making my rounds, mind you, I'm just left the rehab, but I done relapsed again. I'm back on dope because my nerves bad, and I'm ready to fuck something off. So I finally catch Manfield on 6 and LaSalle by Julio's store, sitting on the ground full of that dope. I run up on him and give him a 2-piece and some fries. Pop, 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 pop. What the you dodging me for? What happened to Yellow? So when I pressed Manfield told me, yeah, I was with Yellow, but he picked up Hot Beezel, and Hot Beezel made Yellow put Manfield out the car. Yeah. Straight up. Real receipts. I ain't fucking around. So once I learned that, I just like, okay, I'm gonna play it cool. But
So is these people still alive? Cause you know he gonna need some. He gonna need some co-signing if people are to believe what you're saying is true. Which not saying I doubt them, but you know you ain't gotta prove it to me. You know what I'm saying?
now, where the real receipts came in at, because it could have just been Manfield word against his, but I doubt it, because why would Manfield just make up a cockamamie story like that? So, what made me know for sure that he did pull his snake shit off is because a little bit before that, Baby, aka Birdman, brought me to this car dealership out there in New Orleans East on Bullard. I think it was a Ford, Bond Ford, or if it wasn't that, but it was on Bullard. And he cashed me out a red Ford Mustang. So once he cashed me out, he left. So I built a relationship with the salesman. Boom, 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 boom. We got the car, blah, blah, blah. Bam. I'm swinging and banging in the car. A couple of months had passed, and I was like, I'm gonna go trade this car in. So when I go trade the car in, and I walk into the car lot, he was like, "Oh, what's up, Tech? Your man's just left here buying one of his little homies a truck." I said, "Yeah." I said, "Who it was?" He couldn't tell me who it was.
Y'all think this might be him upset that he didn't get as good of a whip? It's crazy though how blinded niggas used to be to whips and chains. Modern day slavery, whips and chains. I think people are smarter than that now. You would like to think so anyway.
Once I learned that, I go uptown, I see Hot Beezer in a brand new Toyota. So I'm like, oh, so that's who Birdman bought the truck for. Now, mind you, Hot Beezer had no affiliation with us, Cash Money. So there's no logical reason that Birdman would take him to the car lot and buy him a car. There was no way that he could have earned that money. He didn't carry no boxes. He didn't put up no posters. He didn't do no road work. He didn't do nothing. He just came out the blue and went to the car lot with Birdman and was bought a Toyota truck. So that confirmed it for me. I'm spilling it. I'm saying what these scary ass niggas in the city scared to say. You know what I'm saying? You dig? Straight up, I feel some kind of way about my hood, because guess what? Yellow was y'all partner too. I feel some kind of way with these club promoters, because guess what? Yellow was a money maker for y'all too. I feel some way about the radio stations, because guess what? Yellow was y'all artists too. And all y'all held that secret. And the only thing that I really feel fucked up about is that I didn't do what I was supposed to do to avenge Yellow's death. But like I said, during the time, I was so hooked on drugs, nothing else was more important. But now that I'm older, I see that it's other ways to avenge his death. Expose the perpetrators.
What we got here, former artist, used to be on Cash Money in a group called UNLV. His name is Tech Nine, and he is a legend that Birdman paid to have one of the other UNLV artists taken off the map. Now, all this alleged, but you know, it's a wild story though. It's a wild story, and is it gonna get any attention? I don't know, but it's something, you know, we should look at. Remember, you heard it here first, so go ahead, hit that like button. If you made it this far in the video and ain't subscribed yet, hit the sub button. Help me get to 1K. I appreciate your support. All my returning viewers, you are the MVP. I'll catch y'all next time. No, peace.